what if Geto had been born into the Zenin clan? Let's talk about it. First of all, huge shout out to Nemetic Sage for asking me to talk about this today, and he actually provided two separate scenarios where Geto becomes a Zenin that he wanted me to react to. And just for reference, I'm still going to call him Geto for simplicity's sake, even though he's not Geto in this scenario. But anyway, the first scenario is that Geto's potential would be recognized by the higher ranking Zenin clan members, and he would be groomed to be the potential clan head. And because of that, he never even attends Jujutsu High. Okay, honestly, I think this ends up being a pretty dark timeline, and one that might result in a scenario like this, except instead of Toji versus Gojo and Geto, it's Gojo versus Toji and Geto, because under these circumstances, Gojo and Geto would have never developed a friendship, right? Because if Geto never comes to Jujutsu High, they never really have the chance to develop that friendship and rivalry and become known as the strongest together, right? Instead, they would just be adversaries based on their clan's, perspective of each other. Yes, the Gojo, Zenin, and Kamo clans kind of all lead society together, but they're looking for any excuse to take the others down a peg, right? And Gojo, with the Limitless and Six Eyes back in existence, would be at their strongest point basically in hundreds of years, right? And the Zenin clan would not like that. So they might even resort to working with Toji, have their prodigy, their next clan head with this special grade curse technique, curse spirit manipulation, with kind of their shunned member just to try and take the Gojo clan down a peg. So yeah, I think this would be pretty dark, because not only would they fight and, could Gojo handle both of these at the same time? Probably not, unless we want to say that he will also awaken mid-battle here. But, then it's just whatever we want the headcanon to be. But even if he does win here, then this is a Gojo that never has a Geto to help shape his ideology. That's a Gojo that goes on to probably just rule with an iron fist, one that will not spare the lives of Yuta and Yuji when he encounters them later. Then scenario 2, he says, is the exact same, but Geto will dislike the Zenin clan, so he will go on to adopt his same ideologies that we saw him originally have, and he'll attend Jujutsu High and he'll become friends with Gojo. And under those circumstances, I think things play out pretty much exactly the same as they did in the original version of JJK, just with deeper parallels now, since both of them would be these kind of groomed clan heads, but people that largely disagree with how society is set up. So it would make it all the more tragic when Geto did turn down his dark path. In this timeline, it would also make Gojo's decision to adopt Megami all the more meaningful, but y'all let me know your thoughts.